This is a short tutorial about using Socrative for formative assessment or feedback. So navigate to socrative.com, and as a teacher you have to click on the teacher login and then sign up for an account. So once you've signed up for an account, you just click login, and this is basically what you see. So I've got the teacher on the left, student on the right, and as a teacher you get a room number. So students would click on student login and then enter that room number, totally anonymous, and then click join room, and then they can see the answer area so that they can answer the questions you ask. So this is a multiple choice question. Student sees a bunch of answers. No question though, they only see answers. They pick an answer, it gets submitted to you, all real time, and then you can see a graph that you can share with the class, and the student will just get a scrolling wheel waiting for the next question. Once the students are done answering the question, you just click end activity and you get back to your teacher dashboard. So if you want to ask a true-false question, click on true-false. Students will get an option to answer true or false. They pick an answer, and again the results are displayed on your screen that you can share with the class. Problem with this is that for multiple choice and true or false, the students don't see the question in the program itself. You have to have the question somewhere else or verbally ask the question. So for short answer, you do have an option to actually type in the question and then have some control over how the question is answered. And then once you push that to the students, once you click start activity, the students will actually see the question and they can give their answer. Note that even though it says require student name, it's still anonymous because the students are just trusted to put in their correct name. So it's not really accurately reflecting their names. So this is what the responses look like when it's a free response question in Socrative. And you can choose to get a report emailed to you or download it of the responses. If you don't do that for most question types, then the data will be lost. Only for quizzes, space race, and exit tickets does Socrative actually store data. So the exit ticket question type is a set question that you can't really change. The students are asked 4 questions, they answer them, and they submit it, and that's the end. It's not something you can customize, but it's fairly good exit ticket. So they enter their name, they give you some feedback about how the lesson went, how do they feel about the content, provide you with a little bit of a summary of the lesson if they are able to, and then if you have a question or a problem for them to solve, they are required to give you the answer and then say finish exit ticket. So you don't really know who didn't complete the exit ticket. To see the exit ticket information, download the report, and it downloads it as an Excel file. So this is pretty much what all the reports look like from Socrative. Just basically the questions you asked in an Excel spreadsheet with headings and the answers they provided. So if you want to create a quiz, again, please remember that the quizzes are actually anonymous. Even though you can ask for students' names, they can be dishonest if they want to, because there's no actual account for the students in Socrative. So to do a quiz, you click Create Quiz, and then you have some options for the kind of questions you want to ask. Not very many options, but you have multiple choice and short answer. So I'm just going to show you the demo quiz that they've provided for us. And so you can edit it, you can duplicate it. Those are the options you have. And you can see the reports for the exit ticket is stored there. That's where all the quizzes, exit tickets, and space race results get stored if you want to look at them later. So you can just choose to give the kids the demo quiz if you want to try it yourself. And you have some options you can choose from. Is it student paced, teacher paced? And so when you give the quiz, the students will see the quiz. They can answer. Again, their names are, you're just trusting them to enter the right name. And so when the students are finished with the quiz, again, you'll just see how many students completed the quiz. It shows you who completed the quiz, and then you can end the activity and get to a report of the results. So if you want to make sure that all your students are off Socrative, you can say clear room, and you'll see all the students get logged out of Socrative so that you can use it for your next class. You also have a profile option where you can change some of your settings, your email address, password, things like that. You can even pick your room number. Probably one of the best features of Socrative is the space race, which is where you can give the students a quiz and split them into teams, and they compete against each other. They have different colors, and they can see their progress as they're answering the multiple choice questions and compete against each other. So I'm just simulating here a student entering the room, and with only one student in this room, if there was a team, you'd see a whole bunch of spaceships or icons on the screen for representing each team. So as you answer the questions, your little placeholder shows you the success you're having and progresses on the screen for the questions you answer correctly. And so the team that answers all the questions correctly first will get all the way across the screen to the end and be the winner. So it's a nice visual way to help the kids have some fun while reviewing. Socrative is definitely good for on-the-fly questioning of your students or review games.